Hey guys, this is Chit Chat with AkuyeDede. Wondering where I am? The boy park somewhere in New Jersey. Hey, have you ever looked at your paycheck, your rent, health insurance, bills, and then listened to the news and thought, surely there's another way? This video is for you. Because you know what? Leaving the United States. This is about why a lot of them are choosing life outside the US, where they're going, what it really costs, and the trade-offs nobody posts on Instagram. Guys, it's like an exodus.
See how I packed my bags and leave the country instead of killing someone? Very mindful, very demure.
We decided to break our lease early and to just leave the country as soon as possible. We're thinking Vietnam initially, then Thailand. Our plan so far is to work every single day until we get over there, to use Delta points to fly there, and to use Hilton points to be able to stay at least for free for the first 3 months.
Let me tell you, this really is not about hating the United States. I love the United States. I moved from the UK to the United States. And I'm sure the Americans who are leaving love the pandemic shocks, rising costs, insurance premiums, housing, and yes, policies like tariffs these days that make everyday goods more expensive have people rethinking, hey, I need to move out of America. I'm not ready to move out yet, but we have a lot of people who are doing that. And let's see something here. Why are they moving?
Why am I moving to Spain? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's the soft launching of martial law by the President of the United States. Maybe it's the fact that people sitting in our government system are siding with Christian nationalists who want to remove the right for women to vote. Maybe it's the fact that there's an official filing now to overturn the right of same-sex marriage. Maybe it goes all the way back to when Roe versus Wade was overturned.
Yes, I'm moving to Bali, and it's very bittersweet, and it sucks. I just can't live here anymore. My children are here. I don't really speak to my family, but my children live here. They're 14 and 18 years old. Just don't want to be here. I don't want to be here anymore. I have lived here almost 40 years of my life. There's so much more to the world.
Let me give you some examples. Parents are talking these days about lockdown drills like they are normal. College students keep location sharing on their phones with their friends when they go to school. Hey, people tell me they don't want to budget for bulletproof backpacks. It's become a nightmare. Anytime you listen to the news, what do you hear? There's a shooting in this state. There's a shooting in that state. Kids are being killed. Kids are killing. Come on, whether you live urban, suburban, or rural, the background stress is real. And this has given families reason to look to other countries with lower gun violence and stricter controls. Come on.
Why would I choose to go back into a toxic situation like this and I'm here? Nobody got guns. You don't hear no gunshots. You don't hear no crazy music. Why would I go back? Are y'all crazy? You get these messages, when you going back? Never.
Wages haven't really kept up with the rent, has it? People who rent are struggling. Groceries, the price of groceries have gone up. Childcare, utilities. Hey, talk about mortgage rates. They're pushing home ownership out of reach for many. A lot of people have decided, hey, we're not going to purchase anymore. We're just going to do what? Rent. But even that, they can't afford it. Talking about cost of living. Have you gone grocery shopping lately? Something that used to be, look, I used to go shopping for groceries. I would spend about $200 and it will last for a month, or maybe $400 post-pandemic. And it will still last for a month. These days, I'm hitting about $800. Add the tariffs and supply chain aftershocks. Prices have gone up and households feel squeezed. People say, I earn more these days than ever, and I see less than ever. Remember, let's say you were earning 100,000 or 200,000 a year, and now you're earning 400,000. But when you were earning the 200,000, you could see your money, a lot of money, even after all your bills and everything. But now you can't see anything. The cost of living is high. Don't get me started on health insurance. Health insurance is a silent budget killer. You can't have a budget, but health insurance will kill it. Look at this. Premiums, deductibles, co-pays. A typical family plan can feel like a second rent. And you still hesitate to go to the doctor because you know what? Why should I be paying so much? I just received a bill. I had surgery. I had a lot of health care issues that I had to take care of. I'm still reeling from the debt. I owe about 10,000 that I have to keep paying.
Just when I thought I couldn't be any more disappointed in the healthcare system in this country, it's reached a new low. Now, at the beginning of checkups, when they ask you, do you drink any alcohol? How many drinks a week do you have? That costs money now. That is considered an alcohol screening. And like everything else in this country, it costs an absurd amount of money. I was charged $50 for these 2 questions. $25 a pop. That's pretty good money. There was no warning that I was being given a test that was going to cost me money. It was just kind of casual conversation, the type of thing that you do before every appointment ever. My insurance didn't cover this appointment, so I was paying in cash out of pocket. Maybe that's why I'm seeing it for the first time. Maybe it's always been this way. Have we really reached this level of greed? Have we really reached this level of nickel and diming?
Many Americans are now moving for predictable public or lower cost private systems where paying cash for a clinic visit doesn't wreck the month. Because these bills, I tell you, my hospital, after copay, after the insurance and everything, is so huge. I had to call the billing departments of a lot of the facilities that I went to and ask them for payment plans. This is not good. But I still love America. I keep saying this, don't get me wrong. America is great. Right now, we just have to readjust. Rents and home prices have jumped. In some cities, the bidding wars never stopped. You know what the bidding wars are, right? The foreclosures lead to bidding wars. People go buying, but hey, people are losing their homes. What do you expect? People discover that places like Lisbon, Valencia, Merida, or Porto, a 2-bedroom in a safe neighborhood can cost what a studio does here in America. Oh my goodness. It's just too much. So let's ask ourselves, these things have existed post-pandemic. But why now? What is causing Americans to now choose to exit America? Let me tell you, remote work became normal, digital-nomad visas exploded, and social media has made moving less mysterious. Remember first when you think of moving, you're moving from, let's say, one state to the other. Now you're moving from the United States, America, the great, look at this. Look, I love this country. I love this country. But people are moving. I keep saying, remember, I'm not moving. I love it. But people are moving. So this is the reason why now people feel comfortable, because if you have a remote job, you can move to another country and then go still work remotely and get paid, right? Now, add the fact that public figures are quietly relocating to Europe or Canada, and then the idea stops feeling radical. You're not so scared about moving anymore. Guys, let me just go off for a minute. Before, I used to just sit in my car, I'll put my music on, my playlist on, and go to work, listen to YouTube, and then someone gave me a story on YouTube. I started watching all the interesting content, and then I became a podcaster. So that's where I'm getting a lot of my information from. People are saying they're leaving. A lot of Americans are leaving. AmerExit. So where are they going? Portugal, Spain. They do that for their workability, healthcare, lifestyle. It's a slower pace They're going to Mexico because of the proximity to the US, the strong expats hubs in Mexico, the vibrant culture. People love it. And what about Costa Rica? Safety, the nature, healthcare, residency options, and then Canada. Canada, they are neighbors, right? So it's a familiar culture, public healthcare, higher cost, but it's stable. And now Southeast Asia. But Southeast Asia, they prefer to go to where? Thailand and Malaysia because of the lower cost, the warm climate. So when you're picking, I'm getting from the YouTube videos and the people who are talking about moving, these are the places they are moving to. But guys, what are the trade-offs? No move is free of pain. You deal with visas, language, bureaucracy, different taxes, distance from family, and starting over socially. That's a serious trade-off. Some people have already missed America. Some miss American dynamism and convenience. Others don't. The point I'm trying to make is know the trade-offs. Know the trade-offs. Because don't just get up and move. Like I said at Blacksit, don't just get up and move. Think about it, plan it. So who are the kind of people who are leaving? From what I'm seeing, we have parents who are now prioritizing safety and schools. We have remote workers chasing value and walkable life. We also have retirees who are escaping medical costs. We have creators, entrepreneurs choosing slower burn, lower overheads. Different situations are making people move. But what does it really cost? Have you thought about it? Like I asked in my Blacksit video, I'm asking in this AmerExit video, have you thought about the cost? You can live well below big city US cost, but honestly, budget. Think, rent, health insurance, local private or travel plan. What about visas? Visa, legal fees, flights home, language classes, and a cushion for the first 6 months. You have to do that. Don't just rush into a new place. Now, my advice, pick your top 2 countries. Don't research 10. Just pick 2 top ones. Run a 30-day scouting trip. Don't do any Airbnbs from live, whatever. Don't do that. Live where the locals live. Meet an immigration lawyer, attorney, a consultant for that country. Budget with a 20% buffer. You need that. Be realistic, not aspirational. You need to be realistic about this. Plan the community, plan with them. Think about your faith, sports groups, all of that for your family. You're having children, you have to do all of that. Now, guys, let's talk. This is the mindset. Leaving isn't abandoning home, is it? For many, it's choosing health, safety, and time. Some will stay and fight for change, like me. Others will breathe somewhere else and send money, knowledge, and love back. Both can be acts of care. But think about it carefully before you go. So, guys, if you're considering an AmerExit, do it thoughtfully. Think, not impulsively. I'm going to keep sharing practical steps and honest realities. No fairy tales, no doom. Drop your city flag and your hardest lesson this year in the comments. Tell me what you want me to cover next if you're enjoying this. This is Chit Chat with AkuyeDede. Of course, it's AkuyeDede. Remember, America is a great nation. I love it. And this is not about hating America. I love America. And this is not on just the tariffs. This has been brewing since the pandemic. Right now, I've mentioned already what is accelerating people moving. I personally think it's the gun violence. I also think it's the tariffs, the cost of living going high. But hey, we all look at things different. Take care. Catch you. Hey, don't forget to watch my Black Sit. Don't forget to watch my other videos. Subscribe. Take care.